I've still have yet to play on this map. This looks like a very interesting map. Looks
This
sort of
map's very
small in a way, but not too small. It's just how it's a three-player map, you know.
it's a very cool map. I
Yeah, the
enjoy
distance is
playing
awkward.
camper now and then.
Awkward in a good way.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are in the map here, game number 5, and up here in the top right side of the map, merry-go-round, one of the newer maps in the ladder map pool for this season. Playing for his clan that goes by the name of Overdose. We have Purple Protoss. We have Phill.
Feeling it.
Yep. And up here in the top left side, the returning champion showing his ZVZ and ZVT. Let's see if he can go ahead and complete the triad of matchups. Playing for his respective clan, going by the name of 440 Gaming. We have the Orange Zerg player, once again, Ralethon.
Ralethon.
Sure. What if that's actually how you pronounce it?
I don't know. That'd be cool though.
Yep. Doggy would feel very proud of himself.
Yeah. Lucky. I got it right for once.
Well, it looks like Phill going to opt for that Forge Fast Expand with that pylon there at that natural. And looks like
Drone.
Ralethon, again, doing that 12 drone scout. So,
Scouting in the wrong direction though, sadly.
and
Since this is only a
unfortunately, but
three-player
it's not-
map, he'll actually get to the other player faster.
Yeah, and it's not really going to matter that he scouts that way in the first place. Because,
Yeah.
again, like, Phil's
Oh.
going for a Forge Fast Expand. So, how is Phill going to be able to deny the drone anyway?
Yeah, the Overlord's gonna see this. Well, he already knows that what position Phill is in anyways. Overlord, you're too late. You're fired.
And then all of a sudden he just explodes in midair.
Yeah.
Alright, 16 Nexus for Phill. Overlord, you're fired. Oh, that's the end of that.
Exactly how
Overlord.
it sounds.
And there goes the Forge for Phill, so not playing greedy, not going immediately for a gateway. I like the Forge. And Ralethon's going to get in here now and be like, okay, there's your Nexus, there's your Forge, okay. You went Nexus first, that's fine. So what I'd like to see from Ralethon from this point, actually he's not going to do it, but I would like to see him go 3 hatch before pool. Instead of this hatch gas pool that he's going for.
Unless he has some sort of
Don't get me wrong, the
base
hatch
plan.
gas pool is nice. As it allows you to get Zergling speed pretty much as soon as that...
He's gonna build the third hatch inside.
he's going to build a 3rd hatch inside the main of Phill. That'd be something. Oh, I thought this was a full wall. It's actually not. Okay. That's interesting. And again, I'm no architect on StarCraft 2 walls.
Oh,
yep, there it
he
is.
does.
Doggy called it. Look at
Awesome.
you. Look at
Look
you.
at
You're
me.
psychic.
Look at me.
You're psychic.
For real.
You should go and become a medium.
Yeah,
And start
and I can
telling
hand out
people
business
things
cards
here.
that say "I told you so."
You know, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. No Zergling speed on the way for Ralethon, although he does have 100
Oh, there we go. As you say
I
it,
said that. Look at that.
he makes you look bad.
Yeah, that's okay. I get made. Players make me look bad all the time during these. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be this build, and it's gonna be this follow up, and then they're just like, haha.
Still doesn't know the hatchery's
Trying to
there,
beat
but
me. He's gonna scout it though.
yeah, he's gonna
Look
see
up.
it.
Yep, there it is.
He's like, "Oh my god!"
He's probably like, wow, this hatchery's been done
Yeah,
for
he
a
wants to
while.
kill that. Like,
Stargate. Okay. Well, the Roach Warren's nearing halfway done now for Ralethon, so he can actually make a couple of roaches most likely out of this hatchery.
I think I'd actually be chrono boosting this zealot out. Yeah, there we go. Because you do not want this getting up.
I mean, it's up now, but the big thing, you do not want this queen finishing. If this queen finishes and is able to, you know, start pooping creep, it can be very annoying.
Okay. Oh, roaches. Nice.
Yeah. Roaches immediately being made. I think this hatchery may die, though. Before
Yeah.
These roaches are still going to get out
It's
nonetheless.
definitely gonna die, but as long as he needs to at least get one more roach out.
Yeah, there's one larva there. Is he going to do it? There's larva still
Focus
lives.
probes!
Yeah, that's definitely what you got to do with these roaches. You don't want to focus the zealots. Actually, he's going to focus the zealots nonetheless. The broodling's doing a ton of damage to those guys, surprisingly.
Creep actually helping him out.
Yeah,
little
and
bit
actually the
of speed.
probes are now forced to go back to the line, and one's going to go down.
Is there still another? Larva, no, it died, I guess.
No, the larva died. Yeah, I think the creep went a little bit too far, but more probes falling here for Phill.
Send his Oracle to finish it all up.
Step back. Yeah, Phill would like that Oracle to be across the map killing drones, but unfortunately it's not. Now that gives Ralethon enough time to react to the Oracle. And
Would you say that paid off? I don't really think that paid off too much.
To be honestly, I think it did. Because when you look at it, yes, it's 300 minerals and it's a lot of, roaches invested into it, but at the same time, what did he accomplish? He killed 2 zealots, he killed two to 3 probes, and he also forced the Oracle to stay at home instead of being across the map.
That's true.
So I honestly think that paid off. I don't think that was a terrible trade for Ralethon there.
Because I'd actually like to see Ralethon with an actual third base right now, but he sort of has a low economy on.
Ooh, Nidus Network, Nidus Swarm Host all in. That's what this build is, and I like this build. This build's really hard if a Protoss doesn't scout it. I think Phil's gonna scout it though. Ooh, cancellation. What does Phill think that is? That's the big question. What does Phill think that was? That was just canceled.
Yeah, but he's rebuilding it now.
Yeah, and Phill going for 2 more Stargates. So this is probably the best thing he could be doing right now, honestly, is the Sky Toss style.
Awesome. Pumping out them Void Rays, them Skill Rays.
Yeah, man. That's what Phil's known for.
I like all the queens we're seeing.
Yeah, the queens are nice. Lots of queens.
Uh-oh. Get in there. Where's it gonna be? I'd imagine wherever this Overseer lands.
There it is, in the main base.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I thought that was a Zealot of Phill. Did Phill just scout that? No, Phill has not seen it yet. This is gonna be huge.
Wow. Nothing's going to that location either.
Nope, there's nothing that's gonna see this. Void Ray is coming out now, though. And here we go.
Queens.
The Queens are gonna be able to protect this Nidus.
The Queen hit squad.
Yep, that's what's up, man. 5 Queen hit squad.
I think he knows it's there now. Yep.
Yeah, he has to know it's there.
Oh wow, Swarm Host. I did not expect that. That's very awesome.
This Nidus Swarm Host all-in's really, really strong. Like, especially if a Protoss does this kind of style.
I'm actually impressed right now. I'm very impressed right now.
I've had to play against this a couple times on ladder, and if you don't scout it, it is probably one of the hardest builds to actually beat.
Wow.
It's really, really strong. There's 7 queens in the main. All the probes gonna die now. The Swarm Host gonna be able to slowly pick away at these cannons as well. And what can Phill do? Phill has the third strategy, but there's no. Oh no, the Swarm Host. Okay, he does.
No, don't use that Void Ray. Run Void Ray.
It's gonna get away.
Oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is a really fun strategy to watch play out. Ooh, this one Swarm Host gonna snack his life, unfortunately. Nice revelation there from Phill, or Envision, excuse me, wrong spell. That's okay. 2 more Stargates being added now for Phill, as he knows these 2 in the main base are completely forfeit. Photon Overcharge was forced.
Main base being pelted by acid spines.
Yep, being pelted by those little... What's the Locust attack? Acid Spit. What's the Locust attack?
Let's see, is that really it? Oh, it is. Yeah. You're totally right. Acid Spit.
Yeah, here comes the Nidus Worm now in the natural. He's going to be flanked by Swarm Hosts. Never mind. There's one Void Ray already coming over here to deal with that.
About to die.
Boom. Dead.
Rebuilding those Stargates in his natural. Phill is.
But there's Swarm Hosts, though, here for Ralethon. And this is really, really scary for Phill. Like, how is he going to hold something like this with only 1 Stargate in production?
Yeah. And really, against Swarm Hosts, you want to have some sort of splash damage to kill them.
Yeah, that's really what you want. You want to be able to keep the Locust at bay for a long, long time without them killing anything. Leans being made by Ralethon, almost getting a cannon. Not gonna succeed though. And there's the vision. Or the revelation. God, I screwed them up again. Really?
Yeah, I never can tell the difference between them. I always get them mixed up.
That's cool. I didn't know the revelation actually goes away once they burrow. That's pretty cool. This cannon, only have a 10 HP, but will die. This Nidus Worm gonna be under attack though by these Void Rays. Gonna get really nice.
Yeah, actually, I think when they burrow up, they're still under
actually
spell.
Has this. Yeah, he actually had that Oracle in a spot where he could see a couple of those Swarmos picking them off.
That was dope.
Nice play. But there's just going to be another Nidus, and there's a Spire transition on the way for Ralethon. This is...
We actually see him droning up his third now, actually, too.
Yeah, and Mutas are going to come out, these Void Rays are going to die, and then Phil's going to have to GG, honestly.
I gotta give it to Phill, though. He's still sticking in this.
Yeah, man, he's like, you know what, I don't even
He's
care.
handling this pretty well.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care that you're all winning me, I don't care that you have control of my main base, I have 2 bases still. I'm still able to build Void Rays, and you know what they say, respect the Void Rays.
Respect the Ray.
Yeah, man. And they even have +1 attack as well, which means they're doing even more damage than they normally would. A Cybernetic is being covered in creep, something you don't see every day. Cybernetic are actually being targeted now, will die, no more Stalkers or Sentries, unfortunately for Phill. And there's that Envision coming in.
Oh, no Void Ray, pull it back. Void Ray micro, come on.
Yeah, 1 Void Ray gonna die, but I don't know if there's enough Queens here to kill this many Void Rays.
No Queen micro either. I'd like to see some transfuses, but that didn't go down.
Yeah, none of those went down, and now these Swarm Hosts are all gonna be forfeit. But honestly, I don't think Ralethon cares. His Spire's already done, so he can start Neelers.
It's still actually a pretty close game, even though the Zerg is ahead in Harvesters, but I think...
It is a very close game. Taking a 4th now is Ralethon, by the way. But here comes the Mutas in the 3rd base.
Oh man, he needs to pull those probes. Void Rays, you're in the wrong spot.
Unfortunately for them.
Yeah. Phill reclaims his main, though.
Yeah, he does.
But at what cost?
No, he's not. Well, he does reclaim his main, but he's not able to build a Nexus there quite yet. And he's going to go ahead and take the 4th base location as his 3rd base. So Phill trying to do what he can, but with these Mutas out of the map, they can be everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. And Phill now going to start up that Phoenix production. Ooh, that Oracle almost dying. Yeah, cancellation going to be forced here on Phil's 3rd base. No speed for these Lings, funnily enough. That's something you don't see all the time. Slow Lings at this stage of the game.
Oh,
Another
wow.
Nidus planted.
And there's nothing there to kill it.
Yeah, there's nothing there at all. That's really cool. And here come the Mutas now.
There's Mutalisk there as well, too. Oh, man, Mutalisk, man, so annoying.
There's actually 4
There's the Phoenix.
and...
Get him, Phoenix.
Nope, Phoenix going to sit there and say, it's not my job. Who do you think I am?
You lazy Phenai.
Yeah, unfortunately. 1 almost dying. Here come the Queens. Transfuse ability as well as extra DPS, but looks like this Nidus one going to die as the Void Rays come back.
Okay. Phil's still in an okay spot, but he needs to get those probes mining. And he also needs some static defense over at that, what would you call it, a 3rd base?
Yeah, I'm going to call it a 3rd base because, like, it's technically... Hydra's Den on the way. Actually finished 12 Hydras on the way for Ralethon. I like that decision.
I think these Phoenix are going to help a lot against these Mutalisks, though, zoning them out.
Yeah, they definitely are. These Void Rays are going to be a big hindrance to Ralethon as well. As, yes, Hydras are really good against Void Rays, but not in this kind of number. This kind of number of Void Rays can actually melt Hydras fairly quickly.
Dude, I like what Phil's doing here. He's splitting off his army, Phoenix to handle the Mutalisk, and then he's about to do some real damage with the Void Rays.
Yeah, he can actually get in and kill this Slayer, and if he gets in and kills every single bit of tech in this main base, this is going to be huge for him. Look how fast that spawning pool dies with this +1 attack Void Rays. So much damage.
And their extra damage against armor units. Wow. Imagine if they're using their special ability, their prismatic alignment. Yeah. Shit would melt.
Yeah.
Like ice cream in a second. Like casting a bucket of ice cream into the sun.
Yeah, but unfortunately these Mutas coming back in here forcing all the probes to run away, but again, Phill still has a 3rd base going.
So that hero Corruptor taking those hits.
Saturated.
What a tough guy.
Yep. That guy's like, get away from my Mutalist. He's like the big brother.
This really looks like he's just going to give up his natural.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like it. And Ralethon, how is he going to be able to deal with this many Void Rays? I don't know if he can.
Oh, man, I did not see all these Hydralisks here.
No, but here come the Phoenixes, though, to support. They're all going to die now as they do extra damage versus those Hydralisks. Look at Phill go, man. Look at this. This is insane.
I honestly think this favors Ralethon, though. So if you can see how many bases he has, and he has the Hydralisk den all the way at the bottom, he can constantly produce Hydralisks. And eventually he'll hit a good amount where he can take on all these Void Rays.
Well, hopefully. But they're about to pop out in this natural as well, so more of them are going to die. This is crazy. This is actually a really close game, honestly, because there's Mutas all the way on the other side of the map. The Nidus Swarm is here as well with 4 Queens working down the buildings.
Come on, Phoenix, what are you doing?
Anything. He's got no probes. He's got, what, 5 probes? 9 probes on the map, and they're not mining. They've just now started mining, and Ralethon now supply blocked. Can't build anything. Excuse me, anything else.
Ooh, yeah. Get
Great.
those Mutalisks.
Yeah, he's actually killing a lot of them, but there's no more stalkers on the map. There's only 3
And
mutants.
they can sort of
Ralethon's
hover.
just gonna sit behind the mineral line, yeah, and kill off probes.
Queen's
What
shooting
a-
those acid spines into the pylons.
Where's the ground attack? It's actually Talons for the ground attack. Funnily enough, a different name. But these Void Rays, man, it's still going to work. Killing the third base. And this is... Look at all the transfuses.
I take that back. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is looking good for Phill, because that is not as many Hydralisks as I expected to be out.
Yeah,
That's
they
how these
can
Void
be very, very gas intensive, as well as Ralethon has pretty much lost every single drone he's had to his name. He's only got 21 left. But
honestly,
Phil's still losing pieces, though.
I think these Void Rays are actually going to need help by the Phoenix, though. Okay, there we go. They're still here. They're still here. Good
Yeah, they
Phoenix.
can lift up these Hydras. And
Yeah.
now the Hydralisk then gonna die. The spawning pool can be targeted now. Picking up a Queen. Ralethon's gonna run with all these drones. He's got enough to make one more hatchery. And after that, that's all. That's gonna be all his money if that's what he decides to do. He's supply blocked again though, so no more production. And I honestly think Phil's got this game. This was a very, very close game. Very close.
2 more buildings left for a Zerg player. Actually, more than 2.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 7, 8. 8 buildings.
Hold on, I'm gonna check the structures tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 8. And 11 buildings.
11 buildings. I'm tripping. Where the fuck is... I'm gonna start counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is it 8? Wait, did I count the creep tumors? I think I did. Whoops, my bad.
I was tripping. I was like, what? I don't know how
sorry.
to count.
None of the creep tumors. The Void Ray is going to engage here, and I think this is going to be Ralethon's final stand. Can he kill off the air army of Phill? I don't think he can. GG.
Oh, wow.
What a
That was
game
a
by
great
Phill
game.
there.
Yeah, it was a great
Sticking
game.
in it.
That's sort of back and forth. I was like, oh, Phil's gonna win. No, Ralethon's gonna win. No, Phil's gonna win.
Oh, Phil's
Yeah.
pulled the lead again.
Yeah.
Wow.
What an awesome game.
We've had a couple really fun games. We had
Yeah.
the Hannibal versus Ralethon, and now we've had the Phill versus Ralethon.
As we see from Chief in chat, he also had no idea who was gonna win either. He's a very